If you want to know why WWE struck gold this week, stick around because I'm going to tell you why and most importantly, how. Coming up. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Cameron Kelly Smith. Be sure to hit that subscribe and notification button to stay tuned with the content I provide each and every week in the world of wrestling and movie related discussions. Wow, what a day. Okay, what a day, what a week even. This is a time that us wrestling fans and most especially WWE fans don't get often, and that is a time when we can actually say Raw and Smackdown back to back was good. It was great. Now why? This is what this video is about, because I'm going to tell you and give you my opinion as to why WWE struck gold this week and how they struck gold this week. And the first thing that I think they did well on both shows was firstly the opening. WWE is an episodic TV show. The aim of one show is to grip you enough so that way you come and watch next week's episode. Now, a lot of the time that does result, especially with the very end of the episode, because that's meant to be the cliffhanger, but the opening is just as important. And what did they do this week? They gave us something fresh, something new. It wasn't a long, boring Seth Rollins promo. It wasn't a long promo by a Shane McMahon. It was something fresh. It was that 24/7 mosh pit tag, something, whatever it was called. But anyway, it was something different, a fresh opening to the show. Now, as I've said before, I'm not the biggest fan of the 24/7 title stuff. The comedy just isn't for me. It's not my type of humor, but I appreciate that it does really hit well with a lot of other people, and that was a great opening. SmackDown, the same thing. We had a great promo from Kevin Owens that really got the fans behind him as the babyface he has now become. Drew McIntyre then came out. We then got that great, brutal, and really just aggressive opening match, which was lovely. So that was great. That was one thing they did on both shows, which really helped them. Secondly, interweaving storylines. That is so important. If you can find a way to have different storylines interweave and cross over with each other, while at the same time making everyone look good and making the program look better because of it, and by program I mean the storyline and the whole show as a whole, you've struck gold. We had instances on SmackDown where New Day and the OC were tangling it up, AJ and Kofi tangling it up, the ending to Raw when we had everyone tangling it up, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, McIntyre, Cedric Alexander, and much more. Interweaving storylines help because they just further everybody. They make everyone look good and they put a shine on everybody. Now, we had some great announcements. Charlotte and Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. Good God, what a great match that's going to be. We had consistency. Consistency is very key. No matter how wacky the idea, or even sometimes no matter how bad the idea may be, consistency is key. Because if you can be consistent, it builds up a trust in the fans, because then we go, okay, I can invest in something because I know that there is ultimately going to be a payoff, even if we might not like what we initially see. That's for me what I'm seeing with Maria. What a wacky storyline, what's going on with her and her husband, but she's the first ever pregnant women's 24/7's champ. That was consistent. Cedric Alexander, you're still pushing him. That's consistent. How the Viking Raiders are being presented, that's consistent. And that is also important. Presentation. I love the fact that every time before the Viking Raiders come out to the ring, they're in that like red lighting, then they come out and destroy people. Presentation is key, and presentation matched with consistency is key. Something they're doing very well. We had fun matches. We had the gauntlet match on Raw, and we had good matches on SmackDown also. As I said, McIntyre and Owens was great. Kofi and Styles was great. But one thing that they did well this week, I felt, is that they gave us a genuine feel that these are competitors who actually don't like each other or like each other but want to beat each other. That what is at stake is important to them and they're going to go out of their way to do it. I love seeing that, for example, with Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. I get the vibe that they genuinely hate each other. Believability is key. It's one of the founding principles on what wrestling is built on, especially WWE and this era of kayfabe. I love that. The ending of the shows, as I said before, is episodic television, right? You have to be able to hook us so that we come back next week. Monday Night Raw ended in this great, exciting brawl with everyone battling out on stage. You had Cedric Alexander jumping off the Titantron. That's going to be a highlight moment. And then same with SmackDown. You had Kofi and AJ Styles have their killer match. And then later on in the night, what do you then have to top off the show? This mystery thing. Who killed Roman Reigns, literally? And even though that storyline might be wacky, and we might even lack faith as to where that might end up or how well they might do going forward with that when we reach the end result, regardless, it was an exciting end. We love a good mystery angle. We always have. They may not pan out, but they're always great. Who did it? Who done it? How is it going to work out? That was great. Overall as well, we don't know if the key to this week's Raw was because, Paul Heyman was behind the scenes. Obviously, we heard with SmackDown that the show was rewritten, so I don't know what that says about the faith in Eric Bischoff. And if that was Vince McMahon that rewrote SmackDown, okay, it was a good episode anyway. So, I'll admit that and I'll take it. But that was key. Now, can they build up on it in coming weeks? I don't know, but faith and most importantly hope, one thing that is a foundation for wrestling fans, is going to be key to seeing if they can come through with it. But let's hope they did. They struck gold this week. I just told you how and why. If you have any opinions, please jump down in the comment section below and let me know what you thought of this week's TV and what you think maybe they can continue to do to make it better. Or if there was things happening on the TV shows this week you didn't like, let me know. But thank you. My name is Cameron Kelly Smith. Thank you once again for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification button. Thank you. Have a good day.